These are the notes for Module I, Unit 2, Lesson 1. The topic is work, energy, and power. There are two learning targets for this lesson. The first is I can define and calculate work, energy, and power. And the second is I know the unit of measurement for work, energy, and power. In this lesson, you will definitely want a calculator with you as you go through the homework, both the digital lesson and the workbook. There are three vocab words. The first is work, the second is energy, and the third is power. So in the notes, you have a triple Venn diagram. There's one circle for each of the three topics here. We'll look at work first. Work is the use of force to move an object. It's measured in joules. That's how this word is pronounced. It's abbreviated with an uppercase J. The equation we use to calculate work is W, uppercase W equals F, force, times distance. The key with work is paying attention to whether the object is moving in the direction of the force. For example, if I'm holding a heavy box and walking across the room, I am applying force upward on the box to hold it up, but I'm carrying it forward. So I am applying force on the box. It is moving, but it's not moving in the direction I'm applying force, so that doesn't count as work according to our science definition. Picking the box up off the ground, though, would count as work because then I'm applying force upward and I'm moving the box upward. Energy is the capacity or the ability to do work. Energy is also measured in joules, uppercase J, and there's not a formula that you'll be responsible for calculating energy. So I put joules here in the center where those two circles overlap as well because work and energy are both measured in the same unit. And then power is the bottom circle. Power is the rate at which work is done. So then we're looking how quickly the work is done. There are two versions of the formula. Power is equal to force times distance divided by time, or power is equal to work divided by time. And we can substitute work because work is equal to force times distance, which we had on top in the first equation. Power is measured in watts. That's a lowercase w. So notice that in this lesson, there are some letters that are used to stand for multiple things. It's important to pay attention to whether it's an uppercase or a lowercase letter and keep it accurate in your notes. Otherwise, you might confuse yourself. So in this lesson, the primary thing you'll be focusing on is plugging numbers in and solving some practice problems using the equations we just practiced. So let's look at a couple here. Here's an equation using the formula for work. It says Mrs. Rutledge moved her desk 10 meters across the room. She used 20 newtons of force. How much work did she do? We just learned that work is equal to force times distance. So work would be equal to force, 20 newtons, times the distance, 10 meters. So in this example, work is equal to 200 newton meters or 200 joules. In class, we'll be going over a whole slew of practice problems for all of the different types of equations that we've been learning in Module I. So that was one example, and sit tight for a few more in class. Those are the notes for Module I, Unit 2, Lesson 1.